Okay, for those just coming in, here's the link to Linux terminal presentation, and you guys want to download these two links right here for now, while we wait for a few more minutes for other people to join. All right, so while you guys are downloading this, I'll just run through what Linux terminal is. So let's get started. And you will need to use these tools for steganography later, which will be the next presentation. Okay, so what is the terminal? Basically, the Wikipedia definition is the Linux console is a system console internal to the Linux kernel. It's just, here, I'll show it. Well, let me just share my whole screen. Can you guys see this?
Yes.
Okay, awesome. So this is the VMware. You guys are probably just going to install the free version. It should just be pretty much the same. But opening up, this is Kali Linux. And Kali Linux is basically Linux, but with a bunch of tools pre-installed. So as you can see here, we have a lot of vulnerability analysis, web application, a lot of tools, which would be good for just CTF challenges in general. So this is what a terminal would look like. So you can just open a new terminal over here, and you can type commands on it. So that's pretty much what it is.
I don't know which one of these to download. Like the Kali website thing, there's like a lot of links on here. I don't know which one to download.
Right. So okay, let me see. Yeah. So when you open up the link, it should just launch you over here. And you should just install this one right here. Okay. So just download that and then install it. You just follow the instructions. Okay. And then these terminal commands are super good for crypto. There's a lot of pre-installed packages that can run to just find flags. Okay. So what does one get? How does one get a Linux terminal? So you have two options. You can get a Linux VM. So Kali Linux is an option. You can also do Windows subsystem for Linux. So if you already have a Windows computer, this actually might be easier. There's a link right here, and you can just follow the instructions. And basically, you just run this command in PowerShell. So you just go here, PowerShell, and then run as administrator. And then once you install everything, you can basically run Linux commands in Windows, which is pretty nice. Yeah, so just follow these instructions, run this, go to Microsoft Store, and install distribution. And then you can also install this if you want. Or you can just do what the two links said. Either way is fine. Okay. So this is the basic structure of a Linux command. So it's a command. There's I'll show you a bunch of examples of what commands would look like. And then there would be a dash options. So you can filter what the command does and all that. And then arguments. So basically options are like flags, but it's not like the CTF flags. It's just just basically like filtering what a command can do. So it can do certain things like maybe show hidden files or whatever. And then arguments will use as the user want the command to act upon. So this could be like a file or another type of output. Okay, so here are some really basic terminal commands. So first off, you should know sudo. It's basically just running something in as an administrator, and you can't run a lot of commands unless you're an administrator. So for example, if you want to run, let's say, installing a package right here, you should probably write sudo apt-get and then your package. So this command basically use it in front of like everything. Not all commands need it, but you can just run it in front of everything that works. Or you can just run sudo su, and basically you'll stay in administrator mode. So if we go here, we type sudo su, and then it'll ask for your password. And then now I'm running as administrator. So as you can see, this is my user. So originally I was CP at Cali, but now I'm root Cali. So basically that's just administrator. Okay, cool. And then CD is another really useful command. You can actually use this for Windows too. So CD file path. So it moves yourself into a directory, if that makes sense. So right now I'm in home CP, right? If I want to get to a desktop, I can just do CD desktop. And now I'm in /home/CP/desktop. And if you want to go back, you just type ... So it'll be CD ... and you're back to your original directory. Okay. Let me know if you guys have any questions on these. Next up, ls is also super useful. It shows files in your directory. So if we go back here, we're in home CP. Let's type ls, and you can see that in home/CP, there's desktop, there's documents, downloads, whatever. And then we can just go to any of these places through CD. So we can do CD documents, and I just click tab, and we're in documents. And then we can check what's in documents. There's nothing in there. Okay, echo echoes text into a terminal or a file. Go hello, and just hello. Not very useful, but it could be useful for like deciphering what something is doing. And then cat's a pretty big one too. It basically outputs the file content into the terminal. So if you want to know, doesn't let you open the software. Okay, so which software are you talking about? Are you talking about VMware or Kali Linux? Oh, and also, are you running it on a Mac or a Windows computer? For Mac, oh, yeah, okay. So for Mac, I'm not sure if you can install it using that. You might need to use, let's see. You might need to use Dropbox. I haven't installed it. Yeah, see, so you can only install it for Windows and Linux. I'm not sure if you can install it for Mac, unfortunately. So you might need to install it using Dropbox. I've honestly not installed it before, but I know some of my friends who've done it. Does it cost money? Yeah, I don't know. Okay, I would just do this then. Oh, yeah. So I would Google if there's a Mac subsystem for Linux. There probably is. For Mac, is there like a command line or something? There's not. Okay. There's an OS X shell, right? Yeah, I think you can use this, the Mac OS shell. Try that. Okay. Let's see, where was I? Okay, so right, cat file. So let's say we want to know what's in here. Then, okay, we first go to where the file is located, which is on the desktop. So right now we're in documents, so we need to exit out. And then now let's go to desktop, just right here. And then we just cat classes.dex. And then this is the file content inside. Yeah, it's pretty messy because it's a dex file, but it basically just outputs whatever is in there. Cool. Okay, so here's some more commands. Apt-get, it's used to install packages. So this is why Kali Linux is so nice, because a lot of packages are pre-installed. So how you run this is you might need to use sudo. So just do sudo apt-get install. So apt-get, apt-get's actually used to install and delete packages. The format is if you do apt-get install, it's just installing it. Apt-get purge or remove is just removing it. But we want to install, and then the package name. So you can do like binwalk or something. And as you can see, it's installing. Cool. And it might prompt you with like a yes or a no. Just click yes, or just type yes. Okay, and then copy. This is the layout for that. It's just copy, and then you type the file you want to copy, and then the file path to copy to. Pretty self-explanatory. Move is similar. This is you just type move, the file you want to move, and then the file path to move to. And then find, it's a command to find file names and directories, and usually used in format find/-iname and then the file name. You could also use grep. So like you can do, I forgot the syntax. So like grep. No, I think that's not right. I don't really use it. I'm kind of rusty. Yeah, so it's going to be grep and then the options and then the pattern and then the file. So for example, you can do, let's just grep, let's say flag, or no, grep-i, and then what we're trying to find, and then the file. So let's just do classes.dex. It's not going to come up with anything. Yeah, so yeah, so it didn't find anything because there's no file, there's no flag in classes.dex. Just the random file I have. Okay. Here's some even more commands. So these are like getting to be like pretty useful for CTFs. The file command is really good. It basically detects what the file type should be. So some CTFs, they like to mess with the file type. Like it's supposed to be a picture, but it's actually like a TXT or something. So this command will tell you that it's supposed to be a picture. Base64, it just basically decodes base64. This one decodes hex. Strings is really nice. Strings basically just gives you all of the human readable text in a file. So actually that dex file is pretty useful for this. So if you do strings, classes.dex, as you can see, it prints out all the letters and numbers. So it's pretty useful for finding flags. Because a flag, it would be in this format, right? It wouldn't be in like, it wouldn't be all these like random question marks, right? So it basically helps you filter it out, which is really nice. EXIF tool extracts EXIF data. So basically just it's kind of like metadata. It's just data of data. So it's like descriptions of file names, like authors and all that, like time when taken. wget, it's basically used for web. We won't really use that for now. And then curl is pretty much wget too. Okay. Here's some tricks. So the pipe, basically what it does, it takes this output and makes it this input. So you can combine like two commands and just put it in one. It's kind of like arrow shape. It basically outputs whatever. So this command's output gets sent to a file, which is really nice. So if we do just like what we did, cat classes.dex, and we can send it to let's just say test dot, let's just send it to test. So it creates a file called test, and then basically inside it there will be stuff in there. I forgot to add an extension, but it should like here, let's try. Yeah, so basically it sends all the data into here. And then that's pretty useful because then you can control F and search for flag, you know. And then this thing basically the same thing, except it appends. So this one it basically replaces, and this one appends. So it just adds it to the end of the file. So if there's already originally stuff in there, you just add on to that. Okay, why would terminal be useful? Terminal can be made, can make sifting through multiple files quickly, and it has lots of packages, and just there's a lot of commands to find flags. Yep. Okay, so moving on from that, let's get to steganography. So it uses a lot of terminal commands. That's why I went over that briefly. Okay. What is steganography? The practice of hiding a secret message inside of an conspicuous file. So basically, there's like some secret flag inside of a picture or or just a random file, txt file, and you try to find the flag. It's not cryptography because it isn't encrypted. That's not entirely true, honestly, because it could be both. The text that you get from the picture could also be encrypted, and then you just need the cryptography for that. And then, yeah, you just want to find the flags inside of the file. In some recommended knowledge is knowing file types like JPEG, PNG, WAV, TXT, MP3, and understanding some basic Linux commands, which I went over. Okay, so here are some common methods of steganography. Hiding files and images, as I already said. You can also hide, hiding text and images, I already said. You can actually hide files and images too, which would be interesting. And I'll show an example later. And then you can use the terminal to help you find messages. Yep. Okay, so here's some tools. I already talked about a few of these, like strings and file. But for binwalk, this is basically what you use to extract files inside of files. It's just this command right here, binwalk --dd equals .star. You don't really need to worry about this. You just put your file after that, and you're good. I already talked about strings. Basically finds human readable stuff. File basically tells you what file type it should be. EXIF tool is used to find metadata in files. I think I already talked about that tool. And then there's zsteg, used for least significant bits. We're not really going to use this either. It could be useful. I'm not going to talk about examples actually, because I created a Kahoot, and inside the Kahoot, there's going to be these problems in it. So I want you guys to try it out first before I go over it. Okay, so here's some more commands. Steg hide. This tool is pretty useful too. So it extracts data from files. So this is the syntax or format. Steghide extract -sf file. This is just the option. So if we search up Steghide syntax. See, you don't have to do SF. It just stands for like what you're gonna do here. It's not good. But it's just pretty much, this is like a good example of command -options arguments. So for this, stack hides the command, and then this is the options right here. This actually counts as options too. You can do other commands with stack hide too. And then this is what the argument is, the file. Okay. Are you using Windows, Linux, or Mac? Windows, okay. Wait, so which one are you having trouble with? VMware or Kali Linux, or both? VMware, okay. Let's see. Download it. Wait, so what's the problem? Is it just not running?
Like when I try to download it, it says an error message.
Okay. What's the error message? Here, let's try to figure this out. You can type it in chat or whatever.
It says like I don't have the permission to do this stuff. A privilege to do this stuff.
Okay. Think about this. This is why, so you always Google, and let's see if we can solve it. How to non-admin install options. Wait, so are you admin right now? You can check by going to computer management.
I do not know.
Okay, so you have Windows, right? So right click here and go to computer management. Okay, yes. Oh, hold on. This is.
Okay. I did that.
Okay, and then I don't have it for mine, so you might for yours. But is there like a local users and groups right here between these?
No.
Okay. All right, here's another way. Go to control panel. Should work. Then go to user accounts. And then see if you're administrator right here.
Yeah, it says I am administrator.
Okay, it's kind of weird though.
So
Here,
what this exactly says is service VMware authorization service could not be installed. Verify that you have sufficient privileges to install system services. That's what it says.
Okay. Okay, let me Google this. Let's see. I haven't gotten the error before, so I'm not sure. Okay, so here, let's try this. Do you see this service right here? So how you go here is just type services. You just click that.
Wait, no, wrong thing. Let's see. No, I don't see that.
Okay, so yeah. Okay, can you share your screen and can I see the error? I want to see like what step it is that caused the error. Okay. Oh, okay. Okay, so the problem is that you don't have privileges to install the service. It's really weird. Okay. There's obviously something blocking you. Probably some GPO. Okay. All right, so how we're gonna fix this is we're gonna go to local security policies. So let me share my screen. Okay, so you go to local security. Again. So for personal computers, you might not have it. Yeah. Okay, let's do this through GPO though. Let me test this out first. Alrighty. Okay, hold on. Okay, this is kind of weird. I think it's some registry setting that's blocking it. Right now we're troubleshooting stuff. Does everyone else's VMware work? Like the installation. Okay, we'll just figure this out later. Let me finish like teaching this stuff, and then we'll try to figure everything out before we start to code. Okay, it's kind of weird. Okay, so here's another command, outguess. So basically it outputs stuff from a JPEG or a picture file into a TXT. It's pretty useful. We'll do the examples later. There's also some GUI programs, which are pretty nice. I think I have some of these installed. Yeah, Stego. Right here, you can like open an image, do whatever. There's also this, stagsolve.jar. There's a lot of them, openstag.jar. Audacity, this is useful for like when the file has some like sounds or music. Sometimes you can like find the flag through frequencies. Then there's also a ton of tools here. Yeah. There's also a bunch of web tools. This is like one of my favorite ones. I really like it. So you just go here to code and then choose your file. There's also this one. I haven't really used this, but here's some other options that you guys can choose. Okay. Let's try to figure out this installation. Shit. Okay, so does it work for anybody, or are you guys all getting issues? I've only heard like from a few people, so hopefully the rest are fine. Okay, what Windows version do you have for the people who have issues? Yeah, I'm not sure because for like personal computers, a lot of the settings are hidden since they don't really want you to mess with them because you can break your computer really easily if you mess with it. I don't know. Okay, then you probably might just want to use the Windows subsystem thing. You might want to just use this one. Um, hopefully this thing works. All right, so I had a Kahoot in mind, but if some people can't get the tools to work, that might be a problem. Yeah, we can still do it. And if you guys just don't have the tools, then you guys just can only guess, I guess. But most of the questions are you won't need tools for. All right. Wow. So, okay, so here are the challenges. Yeah. Yo, join up, guys. And then this one, it'll be like Linux terminal plus steganography plus a little bit of crypto review. It's all pretty simple stuff. I predict William Wu will win. Whoever named yourself William Wu. All right, I'll wait for one more minute. All right, is everyone here? You can just watch if you want to. All right, I'll just start it. Have fun. All right, so steganography is hiding secret messages in a file. Some people got tripped up by cryptography. That's encrypting messages, which is what we taught last week. See, what did I say? William was too OP. Okay, so you don't actually need to know how to code. You just need to know some commands, some Linux commands. But this is obviously not right. And then you also just need to know some file types. Yep. Okay. Okay, nice. Okay, so I think I already sent it in chat, but try to find the hidden message in here, and I'll give you 4 minutes. Yes, again. Oh, green is also true. Yes, bragging rights, exactly. Yeah. And I'll go over how to do this later too. Because I don't know. I feel like some people are way too fast. I wouldn't be able to do this quickly. Actually, no, this one's not bad. Okay. All right. Let me show you guys how to do this one. So I have Linux open here. I have all the challenges in here. Okay. So for this, we have minion.jpg. How you solve this is just literally doing strings, then minion.jpg. Oh, I'm in the wrong directory. Whoops. There we go. And then if you strings that, you'll get the answer right here. So the answer is flag. Wow, data is cool. Okay. There's two correct answers to this. Okay, yeah, good job. So you can hide files and images, which we will see later, and you could hide text and images. Yeah, this one was kind of tricky because I just bombarded you guys with a bunch of commands. And all of these are commands that I talked about. It's just not binwalk. So finding human readable strings is just a string command. This one's exif tool. This one is file, and this one's binwalk. So binwalk extracts files outside of other files. Okay, so we have another one. So this one's the purple thing that JPEG in the Google Drive. All right, I'll give you guys a hint. This is binwalk, so there's something hidden inside here. Okay, nice. All right, so basically for this, use the binwalk command. I don't need this. So let's go through the presentation and find that. You can also just Google for it. Let's see. Okay. So it's binwalk -std equals this thing, and then the file. So we just go here, we paste that, and then the file is purple thing. Hold up, I'm gonna type something wrong. Oh, do I not have binwalk? I don't have binwalk. Okay. Then yeah, you just install binwalk. Let's start it. Yeah, it did have the. Huh. Hold up. Let's figure something out. Oh, is it because I had extra space? Very weird. Yeah, I was testing it today. It should have worked. Let's see. Let's try this again. Is anyone else getting this error? Started working before. I get the recognition. Yeah, okay. Okay, so what it should have came out with was some random files, and then there's supposed to be a picture inside there, which would have shown this. Here, to make up for this, I'll show you guys another bin walk if we have time. Should probably won't actually. Maybe next week then. Yeah, it's kind of a trick question. The format is stack hide extract, not stack hide decrypt. Yeah, it's just a memorizing thing. Okay, what's the format of bin walk? So it's dash dash dd. Basically, this just means decrypt, and then dot star means just decrypt everything. So it shows you all the outputs. It's basically what it does. Okay, rip.jpg. See if you guys can find solve this one. Okay. Yeah, we don't really have that much time, so I understand. But this one just use stack hide, and probably a lot of you guys the tool didn't work. So okay, use the stack hide command. Is this right here? JPEG. and then there's no passphrase, so you just enter, and then we get, so it outputs this. So this is kind of what binwalk was supposed to do. It was supposed to output like a file, or like a folder, but for this, it just outputted a file. And it's not opening. Okay, there we go. So I just added it, and then this is the flag inside that. Cool. Okay. Yeah, they all look kind of similar, but it's just command dash options arguments. Not much to say about that. Okay. So I talked about all these commands too. ls is basically looking at what's inside the directory. I didn't really talk about bin, so you shouldn't really have chosen that. cd is just moving, and then sudo is just admin permission. All right, I think I should just talk about this because we don't have that much time. It's actually over. Yeah, you guys can like just guess if you guys want. Yeah, so let's see. So this is the same thing. We have steg hide, but this time we have a passphrase, which is treat. We do the same thing. Steg hide dash extract doggy. Oh, actually, before we do that, it's in an MP3, which doesn't seem right. So we do file doggy MP3. As you can see, it's supposed to be a JPEG. So we just change it to a JPEG, change it to JPEG, then just move it over. And then use steg hide. And then passphrase treat, and should come out with this. And that's the answer right there. Cool. And then since we're running out of time, I'm just going to go over the last problem. Yeah. So this one, mysterious PNG file was found on your desktop. Find the hidden message. So we have this thing right here, which is this. So let's see. I'm pretty sure we just use this right here in this tool. Decode. Find wherever the thing is. Oh, sorry. And then once you decode it, the flag comes out. So that's basically how this tool works. And that's pretty much it, guys. Thanks for coming. Next week, we'll be talking about password cracking, which is really fun. Thank you. Let me see the Kahoot ranking.